Andrew Gaming.
For today's video, I'm gonna teach you how to use Tigreal in Exp Lane. Tips and tricks to help you. Do's and don'ts. I'm not the best. I just experiment things to spice up a little bit. So what are we waiting for? Let's start. What I do for the first wave is to let the enemy clear it first because I know that he or she has more damage compared to me. I use my first skill to last hit creeps because of the distance it has, which prevents me from taking damage while getting the gold. After clearing the creeps, I go to the crab to check if he or she is getting it. As much as possible, I must get it or contest to get it because it is a big help to get to level 4 first. You see the shield above the head of Tigreal. That is his passive, and what it does is block the next incoming basic attack. Pretty basic, right? But for Tigreal, who is an initiator, it is important because when the passive is active, you can set even if the enemies are behind the tower. To activate the passive, all you need to do is cast a skill or get hit by enemy hero's basic attack 4 times. Now here, the turtle has spawned, but I'm still level 3. That is why I'm rushing to level up for me to help box out or support in getting the turtle. Also, I'm preventing myself from getting damage because I want to be a threat to the turtle fights. How can I be a threat if I have a low life points? I'll look like more of a prey that way. You see the importance of having an EXP lane in the turtle fights. Even though our jungler died before the turtle spawned, we still managed to get the turtle. Here is the flashback. That was 3 seconds before the turtle respawned. Tips in fighting Edith one-on-one. Run. Yes, you heard it right. Retreat because Tigreal doesn't deal enough damage. He is more of a protector or an absorbing damage for others type of EXP lane. You need someone who will deal damage against Edith while Tigreal prevent Edith from moving using your crowd control skills. Here is an example on how to clear creeps faster using Tigreal. Use first skill, make sure that it hit at the back row. Next is to use second skill to group up the creeps. This is to set up the passive concussive blast for all the creeps to get the damage. If the creeps have still life point, you use the second attack of your second skill. To have a more faster way, buy the equipment Molten Essence. This will deal passive damage while you're doing the steps I just mentioned. You are about to watch how I fail to set a good set coming from our tank. Here I'll pause. As you can see, our tank just set 2 enemy heroes. That is good number knowing that the other enemy just die. And if I do it correctly, I could have set 4 of them and not the wind. That is because, as you can see that Mino used his first skill against Atlas, and at the same time Claude is moving towards where our tank just set. This is the picture where I could have done a good set. But enough with the past. I should have focused on the present, but I still mess it up. I could have redeemed myself if I was thinking clearly and not being lazy. What I did was push the enemies away from the tower instead of towards the tower. So remember guys, don't just press your second skill. Always position yourself to where you can set up a good position for the enemy to get more damage, and for your allies to have a position where they won't easily be reached by enemy. Here is another situation where I mess up. See, this was a good set, but what comes after is a disaster. What I did was push the enemies near my marksman, which is a stupid thing to do. Because now not only Carry is vulnerable, with the incoming third skill coming from Minotaur, even with Carry using second skill, she won't escape. This one is not a problem within us, but with the enemy. I know they can end this game already having 4-player and creeps while our base have only below half life points. If only the Edith and Jushin have more courage, they can win the game. That's it for today, guys. I hope you learned something or get something from me. But the best lesson is experience, so why not try Tigreal Exp Lane and experiment yourself? And finally, if you have some spare time, please follow me on my other social media accounts. I deeply appreciate those who follow, and to those who will not, I'll keep trying until you're convinced. Until our next lesson, goodbye.